Let's move on to the Nigeria market update. The all-share index down 0.15%, closing at 35,956. That represents a year-to-date performance of 28.1%. Total value traded increased 60%, and also volume traded increased 97.2%. Now, gains were seen in WAPCO, OKOMUOIL, international breweries, losses in Nestle, Total, Cadbury, Dangote Cement. And joining me to discuss the activity in that market is Layi Olaleru, who's the head equity trading at Cordros Capital. Layi, it's great to have you on the show. Let's start with the Q1 result out from UBA. Of course, revenue up, profit after tax up as well. Give us your thoughts on the results.
Good afternoon, Didi. The result came as another round of surprise to the market today. And as you remember vividly well, that last week Friday, UBA brought out its full year 2012 result with a remarkable performance and a higher than expected corporate action. And if I take your mind back to 2011, UBA actually gave some not so impressive results. And so what we're seeing in the past few days, just like a spice on the market for the banking sector generally. So on seeing the Q1 result, I think a lot of optimism have come back into the banking sector. And I think this has also rubbed off on the price of UBA itself, because today it closed at 8.25 kobo after gaining 23 kobo, and it's actually one of the top 10 gainers today. And of course, the volume has been coupled with the price increase as well. So I think it's a fantastic result, and if we project it for the full year, we're expecting a better performance in 2013 compared to what it just gave us on for 2012 last Friday.
As you said, after the Q1 result, that stock went up 2.9%. But as the Q1 earnings season draws to an end, how optimistic are you about further gains in the index?
Yeah, I'm very optimistic, and because there are some basic things that needs to happen in the market to bring the general sentiment to a positive level. And that's the health of the banking sector, the health of the economy, and also the health of the fast-moving consumer goods sector. And we've been seeing a lot of positive news coming out from all these sectors. And as you all know that the banking sector is the volume driver, and the UBA being the last of the major result that we're expecting, and that brings to a close all the fears that we'll be having in the bank in the past as regarding the health of the banking sector. So as I can say now, the banking sector is very healthy, the FMCG group sector is very healthy, so there is nothing stopping the index from going further higher. And you can see the optimism as well in the trading of today. A lot of crosses in the banking sector. You see about 145 million units of FCMB stocks crossing, a large volume of Zenith Bank 2 crossing today. The same thing for ETI and UBA. So if you start seeing all these activities, there are major spikes that tells you that some investors are beginning to reposition their books in expectation of higher performance in the market going forward this year.
Layi, let's move on to the Guinness result. Revenue up, but we saw profit after tax come down. Now, we saw that stock trading flat today. So your thoughts on the result from Guinness?
Yeah, I think for the Guinness result, basically, you will understand that there is stiff competition within that very sector. And it's not surprising that the revenue, the gross income is going up while the profit after tax, because it's very difficult for any of the breweries company to actually increase the net profit margin as it is now, because you doing so will basically fizzle you out of the industry. So I think the Q1 result, fine, if you also understand that the seasonality of the sector itself will not really make anything so interesting in the beginning of the year. So I expect in Q2, Q3, Q4, when we start seeing all the Yuletide season, the Ramadan season, and all these major events that will drive the volume in those sectors come up, they will definitely return a good result before the end of the year.
What about the rest of the stocks in this sector? I believe international breweries went up today, Nigerian breweries trading flat. What are your expectations going forward for that sector? Last week there was a lot of gains seen in that sector. We saw Nigerian breweries on the top gainers chart a couple of times. So what are your expectations for those stocks?
Yeah, my expectation basically is the international breweries still go up. basically there are a lot of mandates coming in from clients because of the expectations of the performance of international breweries, and coupled with the fact that the price of INTBREW is lowly priced compared to the major ones in the industry. I mean, the population in Nigeria and the good economy points to one direction, that there will be a lot of demand for items of being produced in that very sector. So a sensible or an intelligent investor will want to take a position in an international breweries of this world, which is trading around 22 naira 50 kobo or thereabout. And also for Nigerian breweries, a lot of mandate has also been coming in because they are defensive stock. Come rain, come shine, Nigerian breweries will always not disappoint their investors. So I still believe the sector is still very solid and will give us a lot of fantastic return during the year in 2013.